How's it going today, folks? My name is Bob. Today I'm going to show you how to unclog a pesky drain. Basically what happened was drain got clogged up and liquid Drano just wasn't doing the job. So what I've got to do is I've got to go underneath the house and unclog it. And today I'm going to show you how. So first thing you got to do is, well, you got to get underneath your house. So here's the crawl space to get underneath my house, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to crawl to the drain. Alright folks, the tools you're probably going to want to take with you is one, you've got two really different types of snakes you can use. You can use this little guy, which basically you'll put it in there, you'll feed it into your pipe till you find the leak, or to find the clog, and you'll basically just use this thing to kind of spin away and pull at it. This is good if you got a pipe with a lot of little bends and such in it. But today I'm going to be using this one. It's not really a snake per se, but basically what it is it's a bigger, stiffer, basically line, or it's usually used for sewers, but we're going to use it for this today because this clog's a pretty pesky one. And essentially what I really want to do is I want to go in there and just blast it up. All I'm really going to do is push it to a bigger pipe. And once it makes it to that bigger pipe, it's going to be gone. So we're going to use this one today. Not to mention this one's only 20 feet long, and I wasn't able to go deep enough to hit the clog. This one, fortunately, is 40 feet. And if I can't hit it with this one, we got bigger problems ahead of us. Alright, and the other tool I'm going to need is a big old wrench. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my way into the house. Alright folks, so I'm underneath the house. Essentially, your first time underneath your house might be a pretty interesting experience. You obviously can see there's a lot of drain pipe around me. I need to head toward the kitchen. So I'm going to go ahead, grab my little bucket. It's kind of you're going to want the bucket. Trust me when I say this. So that pipe over there is the pipe that I'm going after. All right. Typically, when you get to the pipe, basically what you're looking for is what's called the clean out. And that's basically all it really is a section of pipe that you can take apart and get this guy in there easily without doing too much damage, without having to cut pipe open. Unfortunately, this pipe did not have a clean out up until yesterday when I installed one. So essentially what I had to do was I cut the pipe and went ahead and installed all of this, essentially making a clean out. So now if you look, I got the pipe that comes down from the kitchen. I can pop this cap off here and run my snake down and clear out that clog. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I wanted to be able to get my bucket underneath this, but it really doesn't look like that's going to happen. So I'm probably going to get a little wet. So really, first things first is I want to pop this cap off. Oops. That's not good. Well, that was my, looks like my glue didn't hold very well. That's okay, I can fix that. But first things first, alright, you see that I've got my pipe, and I'm going to reconnect that up there here in a little bit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that off right there, okay? Because that's what I want to run my snake through. Oh, I'll watch out for the water, because this is gonna get gross. All right, your cap's gonna come off. All right, and this is where. Oh yeah, that's gross. That's really gross. Yep, that's all that nasty water. So, here is my snake. Alright, so really what I'm trying to do is, I'm going to feed this in there, little by little. Alright. 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 You see, feed it in. Just keep feeding it. Alright. Alright, you're going to keep feeding. Until you feel it's still going. You really want to keep on feeding it in there. Oh, there's a lot going in there. Like I said, I'm glad I bought the bigger one. Alright, so basically what you want to do is you want to just kind of keep looking for it. Alright. Now, I'm actually hitting something pretty solid. Alright, so it sounds like I'm actually there. Let's see. You can see, you can kind of get an idea of what you're dealing with as you pull it out. You can pretty much see. Oh, I felt something there. Oh yeah, there's something going on here. Yeah, definitely hit something. Alright, back into the house we go. Alright, what we gotta do now, we gotta reconnect that pipe. So that you get a good seal up there. Remind you, this is not the funnest of things to do. I would obviously recommend you don't wear clothes that you really appreciate while you do this. Alright, so remember what we got here. We've got to connect to this pipe here. So this insulation is kind of a really horrible idea. I mean, if it was, you know, installed, well, it was installed correctly, unfortunately. It's just, like what I want to do is, I probably should be using something else. However, I'm going to use this file. I'm going to make sure that my mating surfaces are good. I just want to, I mean, I really don't want to, you don't want to remove too much, because obviously you won't make a good seal. You just want to clean it up so that really your two mating surfaces come together. Alright, so really what you want to do is, now that that's there, it's actually easier for me if I seal this section here. This is really what I'm going to be pushing up into it. So go ahead and give yourself a good amount of cement. Now, this is just your standard PVC cement. You can pick it up at really any hardware store. Alright, now your mating surface is there. What you do is, if you can, reach up in there, pull that pipe down. Now that you got it, you kind of want to, I would recommend you hold it for a few minutes, or if you got something, because essentially what I want is I don't want the weight of this to pull that out and to ruin the seal that I've just made up there. So I'm gonna let that set up for a few minutes. I want to do it. You can use it on air fittings in the garage for some of your air tools. It's really helpful there. You want to make sure you don't cross thread it, and that, you know, it sits in there nice. And once you've got it going, just go ahead and very easily, you know, just slowly tighten her in there. Okay. You know, don't worry about, you really don't got to He-Man tight this thing. I mean, because remember, you're probably going to be the next guy that takes this off. All right, so just remember that as you're putting it together. Okay, that you will, you know, if this is a house you're going to stay in for a while, and you do all your own repairs, keep in mind, whatever you put together, you're the next guy to take apart. And that's usually something my father's always taught me. You know, but this is alright, so basically I got all the pipe back together, and first thing I'm really going to do is I'm going to run hot water for a little while. I'm basically let it fill up. I've already tested the sink once. It's not leaking. It's not clogging up anymore, so successful fix. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep running the hot water down there and hopefully clean out the pipe a little bit, kind of give it a flush, and you know, if there's any, essentially what I found was a lot of grease buildup. So that's why you don't pour hot grease down the sink, because all that's going to do is collect in the drain and eventually cause a clog. Pretty much what we got here. That grease created a sticky substance around the pipe and made it real easy for stuff to build up and get clogged. But there you go. One successful job, and didn't have to pay a plumber to come out and do it.